What have we got going in the crock pot today? Come back and I'll tell you. Welcome back to our channel, everybody. Today we're starting our chicken bone broth, and I figured I'd bring you along. And while we're getting started, today's the easy part. Well, it's all really easy. We're just getting everything on. Right now I'm putting the veggie scraps in, and then I've got a few little bones from fried chicken and roasted chicken that I'm going to put in. Then we're going to cover it with water, a splash of vinegar. I'm going to put a little bit of seasonings in. You don't want to put much seasoning because when we can it, it will intensify the flavor. Look at all the chicken. Get all that in there. There's a whole wing that wasn't even touched. That's alright. Definitely got my dog's attention in here. Hope everybody's doing good today. Alright. We're going to cover this almost to the top. We're going to turn it on low. We're going to let it go 24 hours. And then we're probably going to keep it on and keep warm for 12 to 24 hours. Let's see here. Get all these pieces in here covered. Okay, that's good. Yeah. Just like that. And then you want to add just a splash of vinegar. Nothing too potent. That's white vinegar. That brings out the bone marrow, the good stuff that's in the bones. I'm going to add a little bit of garlic powder. Get it open. Like I said, not much. I mainly want the bone and the flavor from the vegetable peels, and I do have garlic peels in there and everything, so I'm not really going to put much in there. I am going to put a little bit of Cannon salt. You'll want to use like Cannon and pickling salt, not a regular like table salt. Because we're going to be canning this up. Now if you're going to be putting it in the refrigerator, then that's up to you if you want to use table salt. But I'm low on my broths that I can, and it is getting into the cold and flu season. So what a better time to clean out my freezer, make room, and get some broth on the shelves. And I do have some peppercorns. Hang on. Gotta open them up. Okay, I can't open the grinder, so what we'll do is we'll just put a little bit of pepper in there. How about that? That works. And grab a little paddle, press this all down, kind of mix it all up. Now, like I said, we'll let this we'll cover it, let it do its thing, like 24 hours, up to 24 hours. If need be, we can add more water if it starts dropping. But I don't think we will need to because it's on low. And then keep it on, turn it to keep warm. Oh, that lid's dirty. Keep it on the keep warm feature for 12 to 24 hours to really get that bone marrow out of the bones, all that goodness. And then we'll drain it. We'll come back and drain it when it's time. And we'll be panning it up in pints. I like to do mine in pints. Some people like to do theirs in quarts because they use more. Or that they have bigger families, and that works out better for them. So I am gonna dry this lid, and I'm gonna cover it, and I'll see you back when it is time to be draining this. Alright, it is 48 hours later. It is time to drain this, and then I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator. We've got an appointment to go to, and I'm gonna let the fat get on top, then I'll drain the fat off, and then we can can it. Bringing you along for the draining process here. You can even put like cheesecloth or a thin t-shirt that you're not wearing anymore that you're using for a rag or whatever in here to drain it even finer. I just got a drainer going in here to drain the juice into here. I just wanted to bring you in and show you how you can do it. Or you can get an old t-shirt that you're using for a rag and put in the bottom of this to drain it even to get the finer particles out. But I just wanted to bring you in to show you how to do it. Okay, so I've had this in the refrigerator chilling. Now I'm just going to drain the little bit of fat off the top, which isn't much. You don't have to do this, but I did have that fried chicken on the bones, and I just want to get this off of there so we can get this canned. And then I'm going to put this in a pot and warm it up. I've got in my Nesco canner, I've got the jars warming up and sanitizing. You see the broth is starting to come to clear now. Yeah. I know the fat is where the flavor's at. Alright, now we got the chicken bone broth warmed up. We got the jars warmed up. We're fixing to jar it. So we're gonna get to that. But first of all, I want to tell you some things about the chicken bone broth. It's a nutritious and versatile ingredient that can add health benefits to your favorite recipes. It's a rich source of collagen, protein, minerals, and vitamins that can support digestive health, your sleep quality, your hydration, weight loss, skin health, healthy gut function, and your healthy immune system. Like flu season is coming up. This is one reason I want to get it on the shelf. Like when you're starting to feel sick and everything, I like to take it and incorporate it into our soups, our stews, our casseroles, even like macaroni and cheese dishes like that, just to have it in there. Slip it in your meals like that. You could even just drink it, you know, like a cup out of a pint. You know, split it that way. It helps that way. It has so many health benefits you wouldn't realize it. Alright, let's get to it. Like I said, I got the jars ready, warmed up. You always want to start, if you're starting something in hot, you know, with hot, you want to go hot jars, hot food, the hot canner. And this is what we're doing. So we're going to go with the broth. We're going to go to where this lip is on the jar. And since we're doing pints, we're going to pressure can it for 20 minutes. If you're doing quarts, it's going to be 25. Of course, if you're doing it in a crock pot, you're not going to have very much broth. So when you drain it, you can always put it in a pitcher in the refrigerator to use that night or, you know, the next week or so, which is a great thing to do. Or always can a few jars of it up, which is what I'm doing. And of course, since it's a liquid, you don't have to use Pokey Joe, as I call it. And you see it's on the first lip right there. So I'm going to take my napkin. I have it with my vinegar, because this is kind of greasy. Wipe it down real good. I've got to get some more of my lids pretty soon from 4 jars. That's why I'm not using them. But finger grip tight. Go ahead and pop this back into my warm canner. Is that pretty or what? I'll do another one for you. These are so pretty. Always make sure you wipe the rims of the jars. Make sure there's no cracks, breaks, chips. Always make sure you check your jars before you go to use them. See if there's any chips in the glass, because you don't want it to break during the canning process. That broth looks so good. I ended up taking a old cloth of mine and putting it over the strainer and re-draining the broth. And you can still see little chunks of chicken in there. I don't know if you can see through the camera or not. But it still adds flavor. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. Let me get another jar. Hot jar coming in. And this is so much better than what you could buy at the store. And if you ever read the back of those containers of what you buy at the store, the chicken broth, some of the ingredients you can't even read. You can't pronounce. This, you know what you're putting in, and it tastes so much better. Alright, finger grip tight. And look at that. That's so pretty. Alright. I'm going to fill the rest of these jars up, see how much we get out of this. And when I get done, I'll bring you back when we go to start the canning process. Alright, now we're going to start the canner. I'm going to start it on high. Timing is for 20 minutes. And then start. We've got this where it can let the steam out. And then once this beeps for it to start, I will set this to here, and the canning process will start, and I'll count down. If you have a Nasco electric canner, you know what it is all about. Alright, I'll be back with you when it's time to take the jars out. Alright, it has started at 20 minutes. You see the steady stream of steam coming out the top. I've set it where it's supposed to go, and we're rocking. I'll see you when it's time to take the jars out. Alright, here you have it. 4 beautiful pints of chicken bone broth. just coming out of the can, or they are so beautiful. Look at that. So pretty. Alright. That's how you make chicken bone broth. You can make bone broth anyway, vegetable bone, veggie broth the same way. So get to making your broths, get them on the shelf. That long, dark winter, Uncle Joe keeps promising is right around the corner. Like, subscribe, share, comment. God bless you. See you on the flip side.